All right, so I'm going to show you these two calculations in the calculator. I'll use the graphing calculator, but it's pretty much identical in the 36X Pro. What you're going to do is you're going to use one-var stats, right? Because one-var stats gives you mean and standard deviation. But what you need to do first is you need to put all of your X values in as L1, and you're going to put your probability values in as L2, because we're basically going to tell it, find me an average and a standard deviation, but weight them based on L2, how often they happen in L2, and our values are going to be in L1. So what this will look like, I'm going to go into Stat and down to Edit. So remember, if you're in the little calculator, you're just going to click Data. And if you need to clear it out in the little calculator, you just press Data again, and you can clear out any of your things. In the big calculator, you're going to go up, highlight your values, clear, highlight your value, clear, and we're just going to put in all the values. So this, you could win 0, 5, 10, or $30. And the probabilities of those things were 1/2, 1/4, 12 out of 52, and 1 out of 52. So we have all the values that we want to average, and we have how often they occur. Once you're done with that, you're going back to the stat area, and you're going to over to calculate. So with the little calculator, you're just pressing second and the data button. So we're going to go to one-var stats, same thing we did in part 2. And here, if you don't have the wizards, let me just start that over. If you don't have the wizard, it's going to look like this. So you need to tell it, if you just press enter right now, all it's going to do is average 0, 5, 10, and 30. So it's giving out an X bar of 11.25, which is way too big. We know the average was around $4. And it's telling me that there are 4 things in my data set. That's incorrect. So what you want to do is you want to tell it that your data is in L1, so second and the number 1, and then comma, but I only want those things as often as they occur in L2. So L1, comma, L2. So I'll write that down, one-var stats. And this might be on your note card. If you need it, just hold this whole little piece. And once you have that, you can press enter. Our X bar is mu, and our sigma is our standard deviation. So you can see exact same values that we got out without all of the math calculations. If you have the wizard, this is even easier. I'll turn my wizard on and show you. Once I go into one-var stats, if I have the wizard, it asks me where my values are, what the list is, and then says what are their frequencies. You'll leave that blank for traditional things like when we did the box plot in exam 1. But if you have probabilities or frequencies, you can put them in, and again, it'll do all of that for you.